Hello bookish friends, welcome back to Amanda's Bookish Adventures, and today is my June book haul part 1, and my mic is out. It's charging, it's dead. And I can't find the other one. So you might hear some background noises, hopefully not, but it is what it is. So I have nine books, could be 9 or 10, but I've lost count. I'm gonna do the paperbacks and then I'm going to do the hardbacks. So I bought Endless Blue Beneath by Shannon K. English, Outcast Monster Beloved. On land, Eppie will never be anything more than the outcast who kissed the grocer's daughter. But beneath the water's surface lies a future and a society she can never imagine. Stolen from shore, she's transformed. Eppie is stronger, swifter, and hungrier human flesh. Smells like heaven on earth, and Eppie is ravenous. Despite the horror of her new appetites, Eppie learns to love this strange second life. The mermaid colony is memorizing, and Eppie's new sisters are fiercely loyal. When she meets Marie, a stunning, beautiful mermaid with a past, as shadow as her raven black scales, Eppie finds she no longer needs to resist her deepest desires. But dark sails are on the horizon. The mermaid hunters are coming, and Eppie must decide whether to protect her new monstrous family or leave it all behind for a chance to live above the waves once again. You Won't Forget by Maisie Eddings. I love this cover. It reminds me of, I want to say like back in the day, kind of like the books, just because of the 80s a bit. Chubby's Clark is falling apart. All she wants is to make music, but her on and off again boyfriend Connor has just abandoned their band and rocketed to overnight solo stardom with a shabby song all about Chubby. Now her only comforts are her best friend and her fellow bandmates, Harry and Darcy. When an accidental romantic picture of Hubby and Harry goes viral, the same night Chubby and Darcy hook up, a rumored love triangle between Chubby, Harry, and Connor hits the tabloids, and the fractured band is thrusted into a whirlwind tour. Under the pressure of the newfound notoriety, writer's block, and an extremely cramped tour bus, the usual inseparable Chubby and Darcy can't even bring themselves to address their long-buried feelings. The two have a single summer to unravel the truth of what they mean to one another, or they lose each other forever. This is a companion or sequel, and I'm not for sure which, so I will just show you the book. We have Love the Wicked by Rebecca Johnpree. Love the dark blue sprayed edges. This one is still all over my feed, even though it's been released. So I have The Shadow of Sparta by C.R. Jane. Sparta is dying. Gods once ruled the land until the king Melias casted them out and crowned himself in their place. Now drought scorches the earth. A mysterious affliction steals the breath from the living, while defiance is answered with death. When the king resurrects the ancient trials meant to choose his queen, Helena becomes her dying village's only hope. Cursed with a terrible beauty, she steps forward not for glory but survival. But her beauty alone cannot save her from a crown stolen from gods. Alone is a dangerous court, and Helen must decide whom to trust. Achilles, a legendary warrior bound to the throne by blood and oath, or a mysterious prisoner bearing forbidden magic and long-buried truths. One guards her cage, the other whispers how to escape it, and one of them is lying. The fate of her people rests on Helena's shoulders. If she chooses wrong, Sparta will not simply fall, it will kneel. Helena must claim the throne, or be destroyed by it. And then I have the second book from the Shattered Crown series. We have Splintered Kingdom, and it is a direct sequel in that series, so I won't be reading that description. Let me just stack the paperbacks before they slide down. We have one of my most anticipated romanticies of the year. The Secret World of Briar Rose by Cindy Pam. A 100 years have passed since the last heir of Glyndon fell into the eternal sleep and doomed the once mighty kingdom to poverty and invasion. At least that's what fairy tales claims. Cornyn is a jaded thief who doesn't believe in fairy tales, even when she searches Glyndon's underground tunnels to find her younger sister Ellie, who ran away to find the sleeping princess in hopes of a better life. Cornyn's conviction is challenged when she discovers the ruins of an ancient castle maintained by beings from the kingdom's golden age, who protect a hidden portal into Princess Amelia's subconscious. Following Ellie's voice, Cornyn jumps into the portal and seals the entry behind her. Inside the lush world of Amelia's dreams, the sisters reunite for a new adventure as they meet Briar Rose and Amelia's whimsical alter ego, Malice, a sharp-tongued demon with a gift for magic. But as they explore ice castles, sunflower mazes, and stars-filled oceans, Cornyn suspects Briar Rose is hiding dark secrets behind her perfect paradise, and that they are some things her subconscious can't bury forever. I have a sequel, The King's List, and I did purchase the first book, but it did not come for this book haul, so it will be in part 2. But I'm really loving this the coppery color, and I love the sprayed edges. And this one was all over my feed. We have Shadow Reaper by Lynette Noni. Never bargain with a Reaper. The city of Era is in peril, plagued by deadly black mist that kills all it touches, and Reapers who roam the streets stealing magic from innocent children in their thirst for power. 17-year-old Verdina Solis has trained for years to hunt these Reapers, but their ranks keep growing, led by the man who murdered her parents, the Reaper priest. When the priest's most loyal follower, Reeve Aston, is captured, he offers Veery a chance to avenge her parents. For a price. She knows better than to bargain with a Reaper, let alone this Reaper. But his offer is too good to resist. Soon she's breaking him out of prison, colliding with his crew of magical thieves, following him into the Black Mist Forest in search of an ancient legend. So all so they can stop the Reaper's priest plot to doom the city. Veery is staking her life on Reeve's plan, but how can she trust a silver-tongued criminal to keep his word? And how can she trust her own heart when a buried secret can shatter everything? Full of twists, enemies to lovers, romance, found family, high stakes, Shadow Reaper is the start of a breathtaking new duology from the international best-selling author Lynette Noni. I have Nobody's Quest by Alyssa Day. I really like the sprayed edges on this one too. And the end pages are really pretty. The goddess needs a nobody. The prince needs a miracle. Sully Greymine might be both. Sully has spent her entire life being invisible, an indentured servant, a library mold scrubber, the girl no one sees unless she's in the way. So when the king's guard shows up with swords drawn, she assumes it's a mistake. It's not. Moments later, she's standing in the throne room where the king tells her she's been chosen to retrieve a set of ancient keys. Only the keys can save the goddess and stop the chaos beyond the palace walls, because the world isn't waiting to be saved. It's already burning. Beside him stands Prince Kaelin, devastatingly beautiful, mercilessly cold, and certain Sully wouldn't survive the hard journey ahead. He's probably right. But Sully survived a lifetime of hard everything. She may be a nobody, no training, no real power, and no idea why she was chosen. But she refuses to be expendable, even if the quest ahead is anything but simple. When assassins, monsters, and impossible choices fracture the frail alliance slowly building with the prince, Sully realizes she can't hide in the shadows anymore, because the first time in her life, she has something to lose. I have Kissed by the Gods by Kathy Rogan. Love the cover. Love those edges. And I really love the naked hardback. And the end pages are really pretty too. Survive, rebel, weapon. Lena has spent a lifetime submitting, starving, and amid the wheat fields reserved for the king, standing by while his men crushed her loved ones. When the soldiers come for her brother, her divine fury erupts in a bloody massacre. She expects to be executed for her crimes. Her people have met bloody ends for far, far less. Instead, Riot, a god-blessed warrior born to the privilege, delivers her to a military fortress renowned for its brutality. There, a gift from a goddess drags Lena into a realm of war, where her survival depends on her ability to ride a winged horse, as Riot pushes her to master the power she's never asked for. A battle rages with her heart. Each lesson, every touch, binds them tighter. But love is a dangerous weakness in a world designed for war. Soon, Lena must decide how she was willing to sacrifice to protect the family she has found, and the one she left behind. Because while her kingdom gifts could save the kingdom, it could also shatter its very foundations. With lush writing and unflinching heroine, an epic romance, Kissed by the Gods will immerse you in an unforgettable, invented fantasy world. So that is it for part 1 of June's book haul. If you've read any of these books, let me know your thoughts. If you have any recommendations of books that are similar, I'd love to hear. Let me know down below. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.